Welcome to Soccer Gaming and welcome back to the Kansas City Royals franchise rebuild. And in this episode, we're going to start 2026. I believe we are in the actual spring training. We aren't going to play any spring training games though, but we're going to kind of sim through it and start with opening day in this episode. So if you guys would like to watch that, stick around. Do we have any contract extensions we want to do? What would Salvi want? 4 mil a year? Give him 4 mil a year? I'm okay with that. And when he retires, he retires. Hey, Salvador Perez is going to retire as a Royal, okay? We are going to make sure of that. He's earned it. He's earned the money. He's done everything he's supposed to do. He's one of the best catchers. I wouldn't say ever necessarily, but he has to be close up there. It might be a bias thing, but what Salvi has done for the Royals for so long is just, you can't get a catcher like that, okay? They just don't exist. All right, what would India want? 11 mil a year? Sheesh. Singer we're waiting for. I'm not giving him 20 mil a year, I can tell you that. We're waiting to see what type of year he has before going into that. Estevez, 33, probably not going to give him too big of a contract. He only wants 5 mil a year. And then Marsh, what's Marsh want? We might sign Marsh. I feel like Marsh last year did well. I'm worried if we wait too long. Of course, he has 3 years of arbitration still. Still though, I think we got to sign him. Oh, 13 mil is a lot. If it was 8, I would do it. If it was 8, I would do it. He would do 2 for 8. Yeah, I will just wait for arbitration then. Yeah, I'm not sure anybody else is really ready to sign a long contract. All right, let's just go ahead and sim the regular season, and hopefully we don't deal with any injuries. I mean, not bad. Cole Reagans. Sheesh. All right, regular season, here we come. Sim to regular season. Regular season is among us. Let's take a look at the rosters, see if we have to make any changes or anything like that. Going through the rosters, starting. Yep, perfect. Just what I wanted. Cole Reagan, Saval. Probably do Brady Singer over Saval when it comes to the actual pitching rotation. Lefty, righty. Okay, it doesn't matter then because we have the rest are all righties. That's fine. We'll mess with this here in a second. I just want to see the starting rosters for MLB. I mean, I'm okay with it. It's a lot. It's a lot of pitchers. It's a lot of pitchers in the majors. We'll see who's on the waiver. It says someone is on a waiver. Who is wavered? Who got wavered? Sam Long. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay, so he's wavered. That's fine. Because I don't. Yeah, that's fine. Catcher-wise, Salvador doing his thing again. Freddie Fermin. Pasquantino. I don't like Prado being up here. I'm not a fan of that. But we've already used 3 of 3. That's unfortunate. Caglione. I probably need to go and get another first baseman then. Massey, Biggio. Okay, I'm okay with that. Third base. I'm okay with that. Probably go AA here. AAA here. Left field. All right. Perfect. I'm excited to see what Phil Marquez can do. Dude's going to be a stud. Center field. Ooh, a lot. Let's do you down to AA just so you get more playing time. I don't hate it. We only have, okay, so we have 2 here. 2, so we have 5 in the outfield. That's fine. All right. Nice. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I really don't. And then here are young guys. Here are young guys that we got. Gomez. I think he's going to be really good. George Isaac. I think he's going to be really good as well. Andy Seibel. I think he's going to do some good stuff for us. We'll have to see what Zobak and Potts can do. All right, we are ready for opening day. We got Cole Reagans versus Paul Skeens to start this year off. It looks like they've got us going, what, first? Yeah, first. Tigers going second. Third, Guardians. Fourth, Twins. And fifth, White Sox. I could agree with the White Sox. The Guardians are looking good, though. Ranked 7 as far as team rankings go. We're actually 18th, which puts us technically in 4th. If you look at team rankings, because even the Twins are above us, but we'll have to see. I don't believe the 7th power, and I don't believe the 26th speed. I don't believe either of those, but what do I know? Probably just off of some statistics or something, but I think we're much better than that. So let's take a look at the roster and see what we got this year. So starting pitching wise, Cole Reagan's going to be our 1. Saval will actually be our 3. Brady Singer our 2. Michael Wacha our 4, and then Alec Marsh our 5 to start the season. Now, Alec Marsh, I mean, the whole pitching in general last year was very, very good. So I'm kind of expecting them this year to be just as good, if not better. I went out and got Saval. I think he could be a missing component in there. I think he's got a few more good years in him, which is why we paid him the $16 million. I feel like we've got such a discount on Cole Reagans right now. $4.5 million for the next 2 years. He's going to be very, very expensive when he goes away from even arbitration. I'm assuming arbitration is going to be 20-ish mil for him. So he's going to be very, very good. He won the Cy Young last year, deserves all the money in the world. He really does. He's a really, really good player. So it kind of just enjoying the fact that he's so cheap and going out and getting some other pieces to try to help us build that World Series champion. Brady Singer got 17.5 on arbitration this year. He's wanting like 21, 22, but not sure I'm going to be able to get him there unless this year he makes some big strides again. Last year he did actually pretty good for us once we traded for him. 3.08 was his end ERA. The year before, you see the 3.71 for him. So not too bad, but something we need to work on. I mean, is the just making sure it's year in year. Wacha had a great year for us last year. It's probably his last-ish year for us, and we have him two more years for $17 million. Probably wanting to either split with the contract next year, or if this year he's really struggling, we'll probably move on from him a little bit. Alec Marsh, though, had himself an amazing season last season before getting injured in September, like around the September call-ups. Yeah, I mean, he was playing amazing. 2.96 ERA. He did really, really well for us. Unfortunately, got injured there at the end. Some of the young guns that we got in the draft, Benny Potts, he ends up being not too bad. I mean, that 4-seam and 2-seam we knew were going to be very, 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 very electric with the velocity. We'll have to see how he kind of does this year. Right now, his potential is a C, 53 overall for him. Siebel, another one, B potential guy, 21 years of age though, 59 overall. He's got that switch hitter, but it doesn't matter because he's a pitcher. Throws left, 97 on that 4-seam is going to be kind of tough to hit. So we'll have to see how he translate that to Double-A play. Then we got George Isaac was a guy that we drafted. Thought he would do pretty good. Drafted him in the first round, I believe. Was he our second pick? I think he was our number. Yeah, he was our second pick. 18 years of age, B potential, 65 overall. I really do have high ceiling for this guy. I think he's going to be very, 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 very good. I like his pitch mix up. I think that, you know, he at 18 years of age, 65 overall, B potential. I'm hoping he can really, really push up the ranks here and possibly hopefully even into AAA this year. Before making maybe an appearance next year or the year after at age 20. Bartolo Gomez was another guy that we drafted that I wouldn't say reached on him. Normally don't pick like a 3-pitch repertoire guy because I just feel like you need more than 3 pitches, and he might develop one later on as he goes through, but 21 years of age, B potential, 66 overall for him. And I believe that's that's it for the starting pitchers that we drafted. Going over to our relief pitchers, we got Ursig back, and I believe he is going to start the season as our closer. We'll see how it goes and see kind of if that ends up working out, or if it doesn't, then we'll kind of move on. And we have other closing opportunities or other closers that we can try out, including Estevez and even Jordan Romano. So we have options. So it's not a a dire thing if he's struggling. Last year, he had a couple of blown saves early, and so we decided that, he just wasn't really meant for that role that year, and then he ended up doing great, 3.42 ERA in just kind of the setup role. So definitely a guy that if he's struggling, we could put him in the setup and hopefully be just fine. Chris Bubich had a pretty good year last year, if I remember right. No, 427. So he struggled a little bit. If I remember right, he kind of moved around as a start. Yeah, the saver. He was a closer at some point, and he kind of took over that role. And I think he had he was 19 and 1 blown save, I think, and then he just started blowing a ton of them. And then that's when we kind of kicked him out of that role and put Estevez in there. Trevor Richards, a guy we went out and got in free agency. It felt like we got him for a pretty good price there as well. Schreiber won his arbitration hearing. I feel like it was fair. 2.5 mils probably spot on for Schreiber. I think he's got possibly some more good years in him left. We'll have to see. Zerpa did really good for us last year. 2.55 when he did come up. It was about midway through the season. Close to September call-ups. I think he came up because of an injury. But yeah, definitely worth the $2.5 million, and the way he's been pitching, at least the last couple of years, has really been good for him. And then James MacArthur, who, I don't even know if he played in 4 games. I don't even know if he played in many games. It must have been September call-ups last year that he came up. He has not done well. So kind of just holding on to him just to see if he does have a better season. If he does, we'll hold on to him. If not, we'll probably look at trading him away at some point. As far as, I don't think we got any relief pitchers in the draft. Closers, Carlos Estevez is back again. I think he's earned it. He's earned, and I think Urseg is going to be on a quick leash. I think if he blows 1 or 2 games within 10 opportunities, then I think we go to Estevez. Unfortunately, it's weird because Estevez has the pitching clutch and control, or pitching clutch is 77, right? This guy's pitching clutch for Romano is a 99, so you would think he's a really good closer. And Urseg is a 90. So it's telling me that Urseg is a better closer than our closer, Carlos Estevez. So we'll have to kind of play around with it and see, because sim rankings and sim ratings play a little different than humans do. So we'll kind of have to just pay attention to it and see kind of what goes and what's working. If the sims are going through and we're struggling with a closer, we'll move on and go to someone else where the sim likes it and they have a good season. So we have 3 opportunities basically to have a closer: Urseg, Estevez, and Romano, all very good. And then Henry Vasquez, we actually ended up trading for this year, and I think I'm kind of excited to see what he becomes as a closer, since he's currently right now only 20 years of age, B potential 61 overall. Obviously he's got a bunch of growing to do, but I think it could be good. I think he could be good at what he does. So we'll keep that in mind as we go forward. Catcher, Salvi, Perez back, Fermin back. I did just sign Salvi to another contract extension for another 2 years, 3 years? Yeah, 3 years. And so if he ends up deciding that he wants to stay here, we will pay him all 3 years, and we will pay him out his contract and everything until he retires, because he will be retiring a Kansas City Royal. Freddie Fermin probably takes over at some point this year, I would assume. I'm hoping Salvador says good. He had a decent year last year, 256, 25 dingers. He had a good year last year, so I'm not expecting him to have that type of year again. I think that expect him to have a great year every single year is kind of just fool's gold. He is 35 now, so we're looking at the regression probably hitting him pretty hard this year. So Freddie Fermin could probably take over that starting spot here at some point. Blake Mitchell is still in AAA, looking like he's going to be probably coming up next year or the year after, depending on how Salvador Perez does. Carter Jensen's still down here. And, none of the rest have been drafted. First baseman, Pasquantino. hoping he has another good season. Last year he was kind of up and down. There was a point where he was hitting like 330, and there was a point where he's hitting 240. So like he really fluctuated last year with his hitting. Settled in around 270, which is not bad. That's kind of what you want. 21 home runs, I believe, is the most in his career. 80 RBIs, love to see that. The walks were up, the strikeouts were down, stolen bases were up. Caught stealings were up too, but we won't talk about that. Jack Caglione in AAA this year. Last year he was in AA and did pretty good. If I remember right, he was hitting close to 300, and I knew he had a whole bunch of home runs. So hopefully he's a couple. Maybe when he's 25, he'll be ready for the majors. That's what I'm predicting here. But I think he's gonna be pretty darn good for us. Nick Prado down here. The computer putting him in MLB, and I cannot put him down because he's already used all his minor league options there. So then we went out and got Locklear as a free agent. So second base wise, Jonathan India is going to be our starter. Massey obviously going to fill in wherever need be. Hopefully for a better season from India. I feel like he's got the talent, he just has not put it all together, and I'm hoping that this year is kind of the year he puts it all together and can do something with it. Massey is going to be behind him. Massey always kind of does his thing, hits 260 and just kind of moves on with his life. We accidentally signed Brendan Rodgers to a big contract. I was pressing A too quickly, and we signed him to a big contract when we were in free agents, so that's my fault. As you can see, I would not pay him $6.6 million for 5 years. Not do that. So we went ahead and designated him for assignment because we don't really want him. I was mostly just like looking at what he would accept as a contract, and I pressed A too quickly, and so he automatically signed it. So Kevin Biggio in the AAA, and then Johnny Ponce we actually got from a trade, and I think he's going to fit in for kind of what we want from a second baseman. If I had to picture the perfect second baseman for us, it would literally be Whit Merrifield. A control or a contact hitter who can hit for 270, 290, but pretty quick, could steal a couple bases. I'm not talking about like a speedster. I'm just talking about like someone that could steal some bases, and they're going to get hits, they're going to get on base, and they're going to have a good infield. And as you can see there, his fielding is 65. The other things, obviously, that he needs to work on there as well, but the reaction's good and the fielding's good. And he's only 18 years of age. Third base, Kobe Mayo. Hopefully he takes some big steps this year. I'm expecting him to kind of push the envelope, him to kind of push that role as a third baseman, as a full year of third baseman attempts last year. He kind of moved around in the Baltimore system, and then we ended up trading for him as well. So we signed him to a $5 million deal because we think he's going to be the real deal, and we hope that we can kind of save some money here early on. And then when he hits 85, 87 overall, we're paying him $5 million instead of paying him $48 million or something like that. So hoping to save some money that way. Grosjean's down below them. And then Trevor Werner down in AA. Shortstop wise, we got Bobby Witt back, obviously. Hoping he does some good things this year. Hopefully he can get that average up. That's really the only thing that we would ever want up from him from last year was his average. And then Vasquez, undrafted, so I did not draft him. All right, left fielders. Darian Blanco back, mostly wanting him for the hitting and the speed, basically. He's a fast dude. He's going to steal us a lot of bases. He kind of did that last year. How many did he have? 33 stolen bases, only caught 3 times. So hopefully the average is up over 223, but the stolen bases are worth it. MJ Melendez is going to get some big playing time this year. Last year we brought him up midway through. He played 45 games for us, so he had a bigger sample size, but not a huge sample size. We think he can take some big steps this year, and hopefully he can start raising that average and start getting more playing time, because we really do want him to take over left field. I mean, that's the whole reason for him, is to take over left field from Darian Blanco, but it's hard to do that when they're both hitting roughly the same average, but Darian Blanco is stealing 33 bases, and so that's something to look at. Left field wise, we did get 2 We ended up signing Verdugo, Digger Hernandez we brought back, and then the 2 draft picks that we got in Johnny Zarco, 18 years of age, B potential 51 overall currently. We knew he was going to be pretty decent. We knew that he could potentially be a good left fielder for us. I don't know how it's all going to work out because, you just never really know. It is nice to see that he plays like a catcher, center field, right field, so we could move him around if we need to. Looks like his contacts or his hitting is going to be better than his power, which is fine, but that's just how he's going to grow up. Then the fielding and reaction are pretty good. His block is okay, and speed is fine for him. And then the prime jewel in the 4th round last year, we got Phil Marquez. Kind of took the risk on him. We thought, that he could be good. We'll have to see. And sure enough, A potential, I believe he's a low A. I would say like 90, 92, something like that. Mostly I know that because I looked at player search and he was not in the 95 rankings, but he was above in the 90s. So he's anywhere between 90 and 95 as far as we know for his potential currently. Obviously that can change, but we like what he has. I mean, he's got a little bit of speed, got a little bit of steel on him. He's good reaction, decent fielding. I mean, when I say that, I mean they're not great, but he's also 18 years of age and only 50 overall. Like, it's going to be okay in 4 or 5 years from now. Contacts are good. Power is pretty even with it, so I would assume all of that's going to kind of grow together, and hopefully he turns into an all-star for us in left field, and that's kind of what we're looking for in this year's draft. Center field wise, Sawinski's in there again. I think he's going to take another big step this year. I think he has a good couple of years left. I think once his end of his contract's up at $6 million in 2028, I think he probably is at a good point where he could want some big money. I think he's going to be pretty darn good for us. Last year he showed hope. 248's pretty good. I mean, it's the best in his career so far. So we're hoping that he can settle down and find a home here at Kansas City. Gavin Cross still working this year. I would say I'm hoping obviously that he's ready to go this year, next year. But I would say even if he goes into like 2028 and he's still not ready, then obviously I think we move on from him, because at that point he's going to be 27 and never even seen the majors. So we're hoping in the next year or two that Gavin Cross is able to see the pros. And then none of these guys we did anything with. Right field, Velasquez is going to get the start currently. We did actually sign Alec Burleson. I think that he could be very, very helpful in the outfield. So Velasquez is a bat righty, and then Burleson is a batty left, and he smashes right-hand guys. His arm's pretty good. Accuracy's fine. His fielding isn't great, so we hope that it don't hit too much in the right field. Going over to Velasquez, I mean, for that point, I mean, he's kind of just a better Burleson as far as fielding goes, like just barely better. But obviously the power is there as well. Drew Waters goes AAA, Eric Pena AAA, Town, and then Estrada. We drafted. Did we draft Estrada this year? I think we did. I think he was our number 1 overall pick, wasn't he? I believe he's our number 1 overall pick. I could be wrong, but Steven Estrada. 90 speed, 85 steal, so he's going to be a speedster. The hitting is kind of there already, 54, 41. I think if he can get on base like that, and he's going to steal a whole bunch of bases. But he comes in as a C potential, which if I remember right, he was our first pick overall. Switch hitter, and we thought he would be better than a C potential, but again, you never really know when you're drafting him, and you never really know until they get into MLB situations or until they get into AA ball, AAA ball. You never know how they're going to actually grow up. So that all being said, I think we are ready for opening day. So again, normally we do not play these games, but the only game I will play pretty much all year long, or all season long, I guess, is opening day. Looks like we have opening day at Pittsburgh. Do we play, or do we just play opening day in Kansas City? We'll play opening day overall. It's opening day for everyone. Everyone's happy. Let's jump into it. Starting the season off, we got Alec Burleson being our leadoff against, I believe, righties. Yeah, righties. He's our leadoff. Bobby Witt at the 2. Vinny Pasquantino 3. Salvador 4. 5 is Jack Sawicki. 6 is Mayo. 7 is MJ Melendez. 8 is Jonathan India. And 9th is Michael Massey. Against lefties, India is our leadoff. And I believe basically they're just flipped in India. And then I think Bobby Witt goes to 3 in versus lefties. But versus righties, so far starting the season, this is what we are going to start with, and we'll see how it goes.
It's the Kansas City Royals going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Kansas City Royals find themselves as underdogs as the curtain rises on the season. Singy, what do you say in the clubhouse when a lot of folks are writing you off before the first pitch is even thrown?
You say forget all that, Boog. Block out the noise because the season is decided on the field, okay? So there's still talent on this roster, and if 1 or 2 players have big years, they could be right in the thick of the race.
That's a good point, Chris. Seems like every year we see at least one team unexpectedly make a run, and maybe this season they could be that team. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And towing the slab in this one, Paul Skeens. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year.
And Burleson going to take this one deep. Getting bounced before it hits the wall at the 410 mark. But Burleson going to start off his campaign with a double.
Everything came together for him.
That's the way you want to start the season off.
You're thinking double.
Just went back with another fastball. This one elevated. We were ready for it. Hoping for a better season from Bobby Witt. Last year, 265 wasn't great. Everything else, all the other stats were normal and great, but just the hitting, the average was low. Take the walk. We'll take the walk.
And now,
there it is. We were looking for it. We were looking for it. Is it enough? Is it going to be deep enough? It is going to drop. That'll be a double and 2 RBIs by Vinny Pasquantino. Looking for that high fastball. That's kind of been what Paul Skeens has done all game. That fastball high to start each batter off. This one gets too much of the zone, and Vinny was ready for it. Vinny always has big opening days. Last year he hit a home run to start off the season. This year a double and a 2 RBI double on top of that. Another elevated fastball. Salvi's going to send that to first base. Knocked down by the first baseman. First out for the Pirates on opening day. Looking for something elevated for at least a sac fly. That one should be deep enough as well to at least score Pasquantino from third. Going to send him home. The throw's home. It is going to be too late. And the Royals take an early 3-0 lead against the Pirates here on opening day. Here's a guy that we hope that he has a big year. We're hoping Kobe Mayo takes off this year. This is kind of, I wouldn't say it's his make or break year, but we're hoping for a big year from him. And he's going to start this one off. Skeens throws a curveball right down the middle of the plate. And Mayo's going to take it the other way, and he's in the second with a double. The Royals not done hitting in the first inning. Hoping Mayo has a good year. We're hoping that Mayo kind of takes that next step forward and becomes not necessarily elite, but like in the good category. Like, you know, there's the elite categories of like the Bobby Witts, and then there's the good categories where, like, you know, Vinny is kind of fluctuating on there. Salvador Perez is good. Like, that's where we want Kobe Mayo this year. We want him in the good category. It's a better ball. He's going to hit that up the middle and through, and that's going to score a run. That ball had eyes on it. Gets through the infield, and the Royals are going to score 4 in the first inning. India, we're looking for him to have a good year. Didn't play bad last year. I mean, he wasn't bad last year.
If you can go upstairs a little bit, make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss.
And that's going to be it for the first, with the Royals are going to hang 4. Pasquantino, a 2 double RBI, or 2 RBI double. Melendez got an RBI, and Kobe Mayo got a double. We're working it.
And we're back. And on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Cole Reagans. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that. Last year,
the Cy Young Award winner is out on the mound to start the Royals and see what he has this year. I mean, obviously, you're just wanting another year like last year. You don't even need to be better. I mean, we would even take a little less off of it, and he would still probably be a Cy Young winner. But what can you say? Starting the year off with a 3-pitch strikeout. Cole Reagans, do your thing.
2 down, nobody on. Got him. That's a strikeout.
High fastball inside, not catching up with that one.
2-3 go the Pirates. They trail it here 4-0.
Reagans, 2 strikeouts in the first.
Has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario,
just unlucky. But he's too fast. He's too fast.
Couldn't recover from the
Good job, Bobby. Air 3. I mean, come on, that was hit pretty hard. Can't even get him a hit, huh?
This is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Bobby still has yet to get a hit. The only person on our team right now that doesn't have a hit.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. Runner goes again. Pitch misses.
Another. Easy. Too easy. This guy is too fast and too good. Got the walk Vinny. Salvador. Salvi slam. We'll take that. Vinny says, I'll take my own home run. Thank you. Oh, it only gets a double. I mean, it scores 2 runs and a 2 RBI double, but wow. The one place to hit to the park skims off the wall. Ooh, so close. But great swing by Vinny.
Really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just.
And of course, it's right to him.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter.
I mean, sometimes you can smash the crap out of the ball, but it just doesn't. It matters where it goes.
He's got nothing to show for it.
All right, Kobe.
I know the feeling.
Let's get a ribby. Let's get a little steak here, huh? Let's get a steak here, Kobe. Let's go. Kobe's looking good. 3 for 4 on the day.
It's an RBI single. It's 8.
It's like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
High fly.
MJ gets a hold of this one. Doesn't have enough. No. Caught at the wall. Wow, what a catch.
Oh, man.
What a catch by Brian Reynolds. Still got it, folks. Right in the corner. Wow, what a catch.
Very much at all today.
The next pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Swing
Still going at it, though. He's still going at it.
There as he gets a 1-2-3.
Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset.
Clearly,
to
if this
have
was
out there
different
mound,
than a
especially when you're ahead
no-hitter,
in the count with
we
2
would
strikes.
obviously have already taken him out.
Way out front for
But
strike
I mean, we
2.
don't want him to get hurt. We don't want him to throw 1,000 pitches in his first game. But it's a no-hitter. This is once in a lifetime
That one
thing.
away, and we'll do it again.
You got it. You got to let him try.
It's not what that pitch was.
Hey, we'll take that. That's a heck of a rip.
Well struck.
That is a heck of a rip from Kobe
And
Mayo.
one hops the wall.
Sending him
Coming
home. Why not? Send
The
him home.
relay.
Oh, he got no. He's safe. He dropped the ball.
And it's a
He drops the
double-digit
ball. The
lead as they're
catcher
up by
drops the
10.
ball. Oh
So
my.
MJ Melendez.
How does that happen? I don't even know how that happens.
Foul ball.
Did he drop? I can't go back and look now. Did he drop it on the slide? Did he? I mean, what happened there?
And that
Oh,
one ripped
Melendez.
into right.
Add to it, buddy.
Fair ball.
Add to it, buddy.
Coming home. He'll
Hey,
score
we're having a
easily.
field day today.
Throw to second,
brought the
not in
bats.
time. He's there easily.
We brought the bats today.
Manager out of the dugout.
Pittsburgh's
and
just
he's
looking
gonna
for
make a
someone that
change.
can do something.
Dowry Mar-
So he's coming home. The throw beats him. So the throw is there. He goes to tag him. And he knocks the ball out. So he is like out right here. Like he is clearly out. But he knocks the ball out. That's wild. That is wild. Still throwing it down the
This
middle of
one's
the plate.
fault. Could be
Why are you
trouble.
doing it?
Gliding around
They're
third
just
is
trying to get an
India.
out, but all
He
we're
will
doing is just
score.
taking hits after hit after hit. Massey with his first hit of the season gets an RBI attached to it.
Fastball, even though
He's still
Swing and
at
a
it.
miss. Had him
Oh
out
my
front for the
goodness.
strikeout.
really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher.
In the air, left field, Melendez should have this one, and there's 2 away.
Don't talk about it.
1 out away. We've seen no-nos.
Don't
get
you dare
broken
talk
up on
about
the
it.
Final out before. Man, I'm excited and nervous all at the same time right now.
And the no-hit bid comes down to this. 1 more out to get. And that one a little bit high.
Counts 1-0.
2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Check swing, called strike.
Don't you
Lifts
dare
to
talk
left,
about it.
And that should do it.
Cole
He puts it
freaking
away.
Reagans.
It's a no-hitter.
Congratulations to him. He was dominant all game long. Got some really nice play behind him defensively. It seemed like everyone was on board, pulling for him to finish the no-hitter, but most importantly, get the W for the team.
Wow. Congratulations to Cole Reagans. And just so you know, it was on Hall of Fame all game long, and he pulls out a no-hitter. And normally, I'll be honest with you, normally I get at least one no-hitter pretty much every game. Not every game, like every MLB game. So like MLB The Show 24. I think I actually had a couple of no-hitters in MLB The Show 24. But I usually only get like one per game, like per MLB The Show 24, 25, 26, all that. But to do this early, really surprising. Cole Reagans, 9 innings pitched, no hits, 15 strikeouts, a walk, and 0 earned runs. The 1 walk kind of blemishes the complete game shutout, the perfect game is what it blemishes, but still, what a game to come out and just do that. Wild that that's the first. I mean, usually it's like in the middle of the season I get my first no-hitter, not like, hey, at the beginning of the season we're throwing no-hitters with Cole Reagans. But I honestly, to be honest with you, I don't normally have great pitchers with the Royals, so it's sometimes hard to ever throw a no-hitter. But when you have a Cy Young and Cole Reagans coming out here on the mound, I mean, I guess it's more realistic, more able to happen with what he can do than what I normally have on the Royals. So, hey, we'll take it. We will take it. He's going down already in attributes? How is he going down already? I'm so confused. He just threw a no-hitter. Complete game shutout. What are we doing dropping his attributes that way? Come on now. Anyways, that's the perfect way to stop it. I think we're going to end this episode here, and then next episode we're going to just continue on and start with scouting and all that stuff will be in the next episode. But what a first game and what a first episode, just completely blitzing the computer on Hall of Fame difficulty. I'm just shooketh. So to show you here, Hall of Fame difficulty. We were playing on Hall of Fame and threw a no-hitter on Hall of Fame and just put up 18 hits on Hall of Fame as well. I mean, I can't believe it. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. This might be the only no-hitter I get all year, so enjoy the episode, enjoy it, caught on camera and everything. If you guys want to watch the rest of the rebuild, make sure you guys hit the red subscribe button so you don't miss out on the rest of the Kansas City Royals franchise rebuild. Until next time, Slacker out.